You know, Elvis, selling it yourself may be the right thing to do.
Okay.
We both know that look, you're going to get more selling it privately
Of course.
than we can buy it for. The key is how much can you net, and if you can net a significant amount, I will not only encourage you to do it, I'll help you do it. But let me share some things that our customers have told us that they go through when they sell a bike.
Okay.
Number one, you need to prepare your bike. You need to get it in
Sure.
top-notch condition. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a second. Number two, you need to write a good ad. And I would be more than happy to help you write that ad. Now,
Okay.
you may be perfectly capable of doing it yourself. You know, check out some other classifieds. Go to Craigslist, go to Bike World, go to here, go to there, and look at the ads that sound appealing to you. Because what you want is the phone to ring off the hook,
Yeah.
okay? And you cannot count on voicemail. All right, when someone's looking for a bike, they're going down a list, and if they get voicemail, they hang up. Okay, they're going to the next one. So you're going to want to put your cell phone number in there. You're going to want to make sure you answer every single call. Phone calls are what drive appointments. If we get 200 phone calls on a bike, we'll have 100 people with a level of interest. We'll have 50 that probably want to come and see it. We'll have 25 that might even make an appointment, and of those 25, 10 to 12 of them will show up. So you get 200 people to call you, you end up getting 10 to 12 to actually show up. You'll have a lot of people no-show you, but you know what? For enough money, it's quite frankly worth it. You're going to sell the bike, make no mistake about that. In fact, you'll sell it more than once. What do I mean by that? Happens to us, happens to everybody. Somebody's going to walk up to you, they're going to test ride your bike. By the way, make sure you're on the back of the bike with them so they don't run off
On the back of the bike.
You're riding bitch. I think you know what that means. Yeah. Well, or at least follow, okay?
Okay.
Because you know what? The easiest way for someone to steal a bike these days is not to go out after midnight with some sort of little jimmy thing to get the bike started or hot wire it. The easiest way to steal a bike these days is to peruse the classifieds, pick out the exact bike you want, phone somebody up, and they will willingly invite you to their home, which is another thing. You may not want to invite them to your home. You may want to meet them in a public place. But you will sell it more than once. You will sell it more than once because someone's going to say they want it. They shake your hand. They may even give you a $100 deposit, and you'll never hear from them again because a bike like yours is going to require financing in most cases.
Okay.
Once you do sell it for good, all right, then you want the phone not to ring. As a matter of fact, lots of people just change their numbers because you don't want to hear from them once you have delivered it to them. All right, because no one ever calls you up to tell you what a nice bike they bought from you. They call you up because they want something fixed. Okay, but you know what? For enough money, it's worth all that trouble. Now, you would ask 10.5 for that?
I'd ask 11. I'd take 10.5.
Okay, well, I tell you what. That's a good point. You ask 11. Now, the type of people that shop on Craigslist or on the internet for bikes, are they looking to pay full retail? Or are they looking for a bargain?
I mean, I don't think I have a run-of-the-mill bike. I think someone would pay for it, but.
Oh, they will. Let me just run a scenario by you. It takes 45 to 60 days for us to sell a bike.
Okay.
Okay, used bike. We advertise. I mean, we've got a pretty nice location here on Alpharetta Highway. Is there a chance it might take you at least that long?
I mean, I was kind of hoping to do it in like 4 to 7 days.
Okay, well, that'd be the miracle category, or you'd be selling it for like $6,000. Okay, you're not going to do that. No, don't blame you. Let's see. Let's go out 45 days from now. Okay, be middle of August almost. Okay, you've had more people than you can count look at the bike. You've had more people than you can count not show up. You've answered more phone calls than you care to remember. You've had people say they were going to buy the bike, but they didn't. And this time, some guy comes back off the test drive, which you have followed him, and he goes, I love it. I'll take it. Well, by this time, you're a bit skeptical. He pulls out $10,100 in $100 bills, which is, what, $1,700 more than we can pay for the bike.
Okay.
A little bit bigger discount than you wanted to give, but you're looking to sell the bike by this time. There's a chance you might take that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you discount it $900, which is not a big discount, which means the net difference would be, let's see, it was 2,600 on line 1, because that's how much more he was going to ask than we were going to pay, right? 84 to 11. You discount at 9, so now you're up $1,700. You
Pretty sweet.
you can net $1,700. I mean, I would run you out of here. I wouldn't let you buy our bike, okay, until you sold yours.
Okay.
However, remember I said you got to prepare your bike.
Mhm.
If you're going to get top dollar for that bike, it's going to have to be in nearly new condition. It's going to have to be in top-notch condition. Now, you haven't done the service that's due, but that was smart on your part because you knew you were going to sell the bike, or you actually
Yeah.
thought you were going to trade it in. If you're going to sell it outright, they're going to want to see the service records. They're going to want to know that that service has been done, or they would ask you for another $400 or $500 discount.
Okay.
So, will you get that service done?
I mean, no, I don't want to. I don't want to pay for that.
Then I'm going to go ahead and take the difference down to $1,300, because a customer who's going to buy a bike from a private party is going to want that done, or they're going to further discount the bike. Okay, but $1,300, you're still up. All
Yeah.
right. How about tires? I know you'd need at least one tire.
I mean, what's that? A couple $100?
Okay, say it's a couple $100. You're going to want to detail it. Have you ever had a bike fully detailed professionally?
No.
Okay, it's about $100. Okay,
Okay, that's not bad.
In fact, we'll do it for you. All right, we'll be happy to do that for you. You know, you got some dings and dents in there, but I would not really worry about those.
If they wanted a new one, they buy a new one. Right?
Exactly. Okay. Any other repairs you know that it needs for sure?
The clutch cable's weeping, but I mean, it's not leaking on the ground. I can clean it up, so I'm not
I'm
worried.
gonna let that slide.
Okay.
And if it's just another 2 or 3 months, I don't guess there's going to be a lot of additional depreciation, so I'm going to let that one slide too. Have you looked into what it's going to cost to advertise it?
And Craigslist is free.
Okay.
Well, what's eBay, like $30?
No, eBay is absolutely nothing until you sell it. Then it's a percentage of the sales price, which will be significantly more than free. Okay? Were you
Okay.
thinking about doing it on eBay?
Yeah.
Okay. That's going to
There's
be...
no. I've already looked. There's none like mine on there.
Okay, that's going to be several $100s. Okay?
Several hundred.
Several $100 to sell it on eBay. Let's put it this way. It costs me $55 to sell a $500 set of golf clubs. This is a $11,000 motorcycle.
Yeah.
So it's going to be several hundred, but I'm not going to even put that in there. But you definitely will have to make at least 1, if not 2 more payments on your bike.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the payments right now?
$271.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it down to 1.5 payments. You may need to make 2, but I'm just
Okay.
so 271, 3, that's $400. Okay, so your total expenses, if you'd add this up for me real quick,
Sure.
because right now you're up $1,300.
Mm-hmm.
Your expenses, if you just may have to make 1.5 more payments, you just do a tire and just get it detailed. No advertising expense, no eBay sales expense, no ding and dent, no keeping it clean. It's going to be 200 plus 100 plus 400. That's 700, right?
Yep. 700.
Okay. So, we got a $1,300 gross profit after we sell it for 10/1, $9,800, which is $1,400 more than we can give you. I'm sorry. 9,700, which is 1,300 more than we can give you. Expenses minus 700, which gives you a profit of $600. Okay. You know what? That's a shoot. I'd do it for $600.
Okay. Can I get your card?
Do me a favor. 8,400 times 6.5%.
546. What's that?
That's the tax credit that you would lose by selling the bike yourself.
You mean lose?
Meaning today, this minute, in the next 15 minutes, when you trade your bike into us, your tax bill on your new bike goes down by $546. If you went out and sold your bike this afternoon and came back tonight, the price of the bike, the overall price, would go up $546. Not because we changed the price on our bike, but because the tax liability would go up $546. So do me a favor, take 700 and subtract 546.
154.
If you list your bike for $11,000, if somebody wants a $900 discount, which is not unusual, but then asks for another $4 when they find out that the $400 service is due, you don't do a lot to your bike. You add one tire, you detail it, you make 1.5 more payments. This is not even a bad scenario. This is a good scenario. You net yourself a whopping $154. Now you can do that, or you can say, Steve, take my bike off my hands and let me ride my new one home. Which way do you want to go?
You get me another $154 for the bike, I'll do it.
You know, we assign a risk to every bike we buy, because
Okay.
every bike we buy is a risk. Do we hope to take it and turn it for a profit? Sure we do. And we do, but not every single time. So the company has assigned a risk of $8,400 to your bike. Whether they will assign another nickel's worth of risk to that, I don't know. But if they do, they're going to want to make doggone sure that the reward they're looking for, which is your business, is in hand. So what I'd like to do is get a deposit for maybe $500 so I can go up there and let them know that you're real serious. If they're real serious,
Do you think you can get me the $154?
don't know.
You want $500 deposit?
Yeah, if you don't like what comes out of it, I'll give you the money back.
Okay, I'll do it.
Look, I don't want to give up a damn nickel. What do you guys get paid? On
5%.
yeah, so I'm making, I don't know,
I'll figure it out.
$7.50. You know what? I might give up the $154.
$7.70.
And well, you know what? It all depends. If he's slightly irritated, I'd probably go, I'll get you that $154. Don't you worry. Okay, but if we're having a good time, I mean, it's obviously everyone's going to be a little bit different. All right. Hurt and rescue. You got to tell a story. Is it easier to sell a bike than it is a car privately?
Privately?
Yeah. I mean,
Probably not. No.
I think that selling a bike privately is easier because when you sell a bike privately,